Hi ladies, so this is our first Corona craft along, and this one is a nice shaped card and can be done in all sorts of ways. I have used background card to do a pretty pattern on the background. I've used plain card and a bit of metallic. I've used decoupage flowers, and I've die cut some little butterflies as well. The die cut butterflies I wanted to stand out, so I've put a piece of white behind and I've hand cut all the way round. Okay, so the verse was from Hunky Dory pad. Okay, so I'm going to put that to one side for the moment, and we're going to look at what we need. So you need an A4 sheet, which you're going to cut at 15 centimetres. So the A4 sheet will be cut at 15 centimetres, and all the excess you keep, and an A5 sheet which you're cutting 15 centimetres square and keep the excess. Okay, so now we're going to look at the scoring. So I'm going to take a scoreboard. If you haven't got a scoreboard, then that's fine. Use a ruler and a sharp tool like a knitting needle or something. So here is my A4 sheet. This was 15 centimetres that was cut the whole length, and this was my excess. So I'll put that to one side, and I'm going to take the sheet here, turn it round, and I want to score at 20, which is here, and the next bit I haven't got a big enough scoreboard on the table, so I'm going to fold that there. I'm coming back to the beginning of my board, and I'm going to score at 5 centimetres. So now I have a 20 centimetre and a 25 centimetre fold. So that is that, and you can start to see how that is building up. So I'll put that to one side for the moment. Then we come to this 15 centimetre piece, and I'm going to score the 15 centimetre square at 5 and 10. 10. This is the extra bit from my A5. So I'm going to fold along those lines. Make sure you've got nice crisp edges. Now, if I place it flat, I want to put double-sided tape on this top piece, and I'm going to flick it over and put double-sided tape on the bottom. I'm going to put a couple of strips on there, flick it over and put a couple of strips on there. Okay. So I'm going to take off this bottom piece and I'm going to line it up right to the bottom of this crease, so I can still see the crease there. Now, if I fold it here, where that 20 centimetre crease is, it comes almost up to there. So I'm going to reveal tape here, and then I'm going to fold that down. So now I have it perfectly attached to there. I don't know whether you'll see inside, but the back piece doesn't quite go to the bottom. So when you fold it down and place that down, it will go in the right place. There we go. So there's our piece ready to decorate. So this piece at the top will be 15 by 15. So we're going to decorate 15 by 15 back. Now I'm going to cut 14 by 14 for the piece on my background. Now I have chosen some bits to go on. This is my background paper, so I'm going to cut that now. At 14 centimetres. So there's my 14 mark. Turn it round, get rid of the little white bit. Turn it round, and I'm going to keep that bit because that's quite near the size I want. So this is my 14 by 14, and excuse me, I'm going to put a mat behind it to make it stand out. Now the other bit that I cut off my A5 is 14 by 4, so that piece is 14 by 4. And I'm going to use that as a measure. In fact, I think I'm just going to cut it. It's a good quality background paper, so I don't need it to be stiff like that. So I now have 14 by 4, so this piece here, and this is what I'm going to use to mat and layer. So I'm going to do this double-sided. On here, and I'm going to place it on here, and I'm going to use this right angle to do two sides for me. This is the 14 by 14. And I'm going to place this in the top corner. So I've got two corners already done for me. There is one. Here's my second piece. Now this is going to fit on, and it will be tucked there as quite tightly. I'm going to prepare those. Right. This piece here, which was the 14 by 4, goes onto the front there. I can lay that flat because this then is going to go on the background, and it will be snug to that bottom edge. Okay. So there we have our basic card. Now anything goes now. I have an oval here that I'm going to put onto the background there. Now it is standing up a little bit over there, so I can take my scissors, just disappeared. Okay. I can take my scissors and I can just trim that bottom piece off, so that will now fit snugly onto there. So I'm going to apply double-sided again. Take this one and place it on the background. I'll show you some other samples in a minute. I've got a little motif here. Our friendship is like a cup of tea, a special blend of you and me. So I'm going to place that on double-sided tape. Here we go. And on the sheet that this came with, there are some corners. So I could place a couple of corners there. I could put a couple of corners down there, or I could add my corners onto there. I think I'm going to go with just the two top ones. So on this particular bit, as it's so small, I will put wet glue onto there. Make sure it's one that dries clear. There we go. So there is our card, and when you put it in an envelope, you will just fold it flat like that. Obviously you've got a nice big panel on the back for writing on, but when they have the card, they can stand it up like that. You could put a little doily on there and just have it hanging over the edge. There are so many things that you can do with this card. So let's have a look. Here I've got not only the pattern on the background, my main focus has been put on here. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. This one, move those to one side a minute. This one I have just done a simple get well soon. You could put a verse behind, right? But again, it will just fold flat to go in an envelope. And this one I like particularly. I've done again a 15 by 15 background. This is a circle from Hunky Dory. I've die cut a little fence because it gives it a little bit more added dimension, and I've just used some odd bits that were left over from a decoupage to put some flowers across here. Now, I haven't put a greeting on this one yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to put on it. Okay, but in these days when we can't get out, a card is an absolute lifeline to some people. So please don't make your cards and keep them. Put them in an envelope and send them safely, or pop them through somebody's door and respect any notices that are on their door. My neighbour has got one, please knock, but don't come in. And that's fine. Nobody's going to be offended. Okay, so have fun trying out a new card fold, and we'll be doing another one over the next few days. We'll try and keep you busy. God bless.